Welcome back to the podcast, episode 28. Appreciate everyone for watching. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Head over to the Spotify for all the videos that we have posted so far. Wow, episode 28.
Also,
feels like we just started.
Here, welcome.
Yeah,
My name's
welcome.
Andrea, and his name is
Daniel. So welcome on in. We have a dog, a cat named
his
Luca
name
and
is
Leo.
Not Daniel. Say
That
your real
it's
name.
actually Danielle, but I go by Daniel.
Oh, I thought it was Daniela.
Shut up.
Daniela.
Anyways, yeah, my name is Jaden.
Danielito.
This is Andrea. This is Luca, and that's Leo. She gets real mad when I call her Andrea.
Bruh.
Oh fuck tonight! I'm getting kicked out of the bed.
It was so funny, actually. Hold on, it was so funny when we went to Pilates class on Saturday. Me and Rafaela walked in, and that's my friend. And we walked in, the lady checking us in. She was like, "Okay, what's your name?" She says her name, and then she's like, "What's your name?" And she said, "And what's her name?" And I said Andrea. She said Andrea. And then we both looked at each other and started laughing.
Who said Andrea?
She said Andrea, and I said Andrea because like.
Bro, you
Right,
think that
but white
Andrea is
people-
hard to? It's not hard to
Okay,
pronounce.
But you don't realize like how much issues I've had with that. Like people don't know.
You
how
don't even have to
just-
roll. But I think white people need to step up their game with their fucking tongue. With their tongue,
Yes.
like it's not. You don't have to roll your
White
tongue.
people, y'all gotta step the fuck.
You need
up,
to
bro.
do some tongue classes or something to roll your
Like-
tongue. It's not that hard. Like I did.
Okay, but Andrea is not even rolling her tongue, bro.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. I feel like Andrea, you roll more tongue than Andrea.
Yeah. Anyways,
White people.
you know that daylight savings is coming up.
Really again?
I feel like it's pretty
When?
early for it in a couple weeks.
Oh shit.
But I think more daylight, which is like
Which is good.
low key is one thing that makes the winter time so depressing is when you get home or if you're home at 6 o'clock, it's already like pretty
Dark.
much dark out.
So it feels like you go in
But-
dark and come home dark. It sucks.
And I've done that before. But
yeah, me too.
so I think we get an extra. I think we lose an hour of sleep though.
Mm,
So I think it's a Sunday, so that might affect you. So I'm just letting you know now.
that's fine.
Might be crabby that morning, but at least we'll get some more sun. I think sun obviously has the vitamin D, right? But
Yeah.
I think it actually like does a lot for your mental. It's your whole mood, you know. Like I think it's underrated.
It is. It makes you want to go get shit done.
Even
bro.
even if you're inside and you just look out in the sun, yeah, you're right. It makes you want to get some shit done.
Yeah, like you
know?
want to go wash your car, you want to go to the gym, you want to go to the mall, you want to go eat, like you want to go hang out with your friends.
Yeah.
Like it just makes you want to do everything, conquer the world.
Yeah, for sure. So where should we start with this podcast? I feel like we haven't recorded a pod in a little minute. So football's over now.
Oh,
So
okay.
you know the last probably 4 to 5 episodes has been pretty much football related,
Yeah.
like because the playoffs and it's the Super Bowl and like it's always weird when there's no football because it's my favorite sport and you know basketball is in the regular season. I've never really been a huge regular season basketball fan. Baseball hasn't started yet, but for me like I feel like this is the time when sports is dead. You know, you got March
Yeah.
Madness coming up, but like the football season is my shit, you know?
yeah.
And so I've been actually like I'm not a huge movie guy
Yeah.
and I don't watch shows like I used to when I was in like high school and shit. Like that was the last time, but like my attention span sucks. I just never watch movies or shows, but
Wait, I thought you were talking about football.
well,
I thought you were talking about football.
I ain't talking about football, but I'm transitioning.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that was quick.
You'll get it, but sorry.
Okay.
Well, there's nothing to talk about in football. It's over.
Yeah,
I'm just
football.
kind of saying that like now that football's over, we have nothing to watch, and it brings me to my point that we started a movie last night because there's just a lot more time on my hands. I don't have to sit on NFL Red Zone and watch 17 NFL games at once and keep up with my fantasy team. So I got a lot more time on my hands, Andrea, and so I was like, babe, you wanna watch a movie?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like we suck at like picking a movie, like because we have different tastes. You like romance, horror, drama, suspense type movies. You know,
Thrillers.
I
yeah.
love documentaries and like shit that's real. You know, but we
I like documentaries too, but the documentaries that I like, he doesn't like.
yeah, you like killings, like
Like-
murder.
True crime, it's called. It's not
Oh
killings
shit,
and
my
murder.
bad. That's true crime.
It's just because that's real life. It fucking happens. I don't understand how you don't like that.
You know
because
what?
It is real.
I
It
do
is
like
real
it.
life. And it happens.
I'm gonna be a pussy for a second, but it kind of freaks me out because it's so real. Like it's so real. Like it literally like there's nothing fake about it. And I just like it kind of just freaks me out. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I had like trauma as a kid. Cause I used to watch a little bit of Dateline, which is like the big one, you
I
know. My
Dateline.
mom used to love that
I
show.
love Dateline, yeah.
But I get, especially at nighttime before bed, I can't watch anything scary,
Yeah,
bro. Like
but,
I still get
it's
nightmares
not,
and shit,
I
you
mean,
know.
it's not scary like boo. It's more like scary like damn, like that could happen to.
I think it's more
anyone.
scary than like a fake horror movie, like The Conjuring or something. I'd rather watch that than.
Jump scares suck though. I hate jump scares. Like I hate them, but I love them.
But what I'm saying is, it's more real.
Yeah, it is more real.
Like
Some of the cases that like one of the best series that I've watched, I couldn't even finish it because of how gruesome it was. It was the Jeffrey Dahmer. The Jeffrey Dahmer
we watched that together.
with what's his name, that actor from American Horror Story. He's the star as Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh my god, bro. That made my stomach flip upside down. Like I couldn't even like watch.
I think
the whole thing.
I think a lot of people
It
didn't
was
finish
like
it.
the fact that a human can think and do those things.
But
to me
let's stay on track.
Is crazy.
I wanted to bring up, you know, I'll finish my story kind of like we decided on Joker.
Yeah.
And I've always heard like it was a good movie. I just kind of like, since I got older, like lost interest in the superhero movies, you know, like the Batman, Spider-Man. Well, actually, no, Spider-Man I've always kind of fucked with, especially lately when the Spider-Verse ones came out.
Yeah, those are cool.
Like that one we really love, like we really love. But the Joker, we started it and we haven't even finished it because we had to go to bed. But I see what all the hype's about. This shit. First of all, the actor Joaquin Phoenix killed it. What do you think though? So far,
I think it's good. I think I never really like. I knew the story a little bit of the Joker, but I never knew like truly like the story about him and like why he came to be or how he came to be the Joker. I just knew bits of information, but it's very interesting and it's very kind of like cause like from when you watch the Batman, you're like, man, I fucking hate the Joker. Like, you know what I mean? As a kid, you're like, that's the bad guy, but you never realize why the bad guy is the bad guy, and it kind of makes you feel like a little bit of like, it gives you like damn, that's why they're bad. Like, give a little bit of empathy for that character, I guess. I don't know.
But he plays a crazy role, and we're only halfway done, but yeah, I see what all the hype was about. This might be one of the best. Well, there's only like 3 Joker movies. Usually he comes out in Batman, but I can't wait to finish it. And then I don't know why I brought that up. Just the first movie that we've really watched together in a long time, you know. But basically, since football's over, I'm gonna probably start watching more movies now.
Yeah.
You're always watching movies at dinner table
I watch a
while
lot
you
of
cook.
Shows. I watch a lot of shows. I typically don't watch many movies. I watched a lot of movies when I used to live with my parents, because I felt like my parents and mostly me and my mom and my brother have like the same taste. My dad is kind of like you. He likes a lot of action movies, especially like war movies and stuff. He really liked that. But me, my mom, and my dad, and my brother are more like, we like a variety of things. So, I would watch a lot of movies with them. Like a lot of classics.
You know what I can't stand?
What?
Holiday movies.
Really?
Like Christmas movies, Halloween,
I love
like
holiday movies.
and I can't watch a movie a second. I can only watch it once. I don't know what it is. I already know the plot. I already know the story. Like I don't understand how people rewatch shit.
Yeah, I can rewatch movies.
Like how?
It has to be a good movie.
Unless
though.
it's like really fucking like I really fucked with it.
Yeah, like there's this one movie called Prisoners that I watched. Jake Gyllenhaal came out in that, and that movie was phenomenal. It was so interesting. That one's actually like mystery, thriller, suspense mixed with a holiday movie. It's so good, and it's about this family that has a daughter, and they have another family come over for a family friend, come over for their dinner, and they have a daughter. So then the 2 daughters are like, can we go play outside? They go play outside, and the girls go missing on Thanksgiving, and the parents are like going up and down the block, going nuts, like, where did my kid go? They call the cops, whatever. They found one little girl, but then they never found the other little girl. So, like, the parents are, like, going everywhere looking for their daughter. The detective, which is Jake Gyllenhaal, is, like, the main star of the show, and he's, like, flipping every rock to try to find this child, and, like, it's insane, and it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, but that's the type of that's the type of movie you like. That I don't really like.
Yeah.
Where it's like horror, you know.
It's not
like,
really horror, though. It's not like
death, like lost child, like plane crash, like.
Oh yeah, plane crashes are good.
Like you've been really fucking with plane crash movies lately, and I don't. We're going on a trip soon, you know. I don't.
Yeah. He's saying, okay, there's one movie that I suggested. It's called Green Inferno, but I haven't even watched it, so I don't even know. But it starts with a plane crash, and this girl's headed to the Amazon, and the plane crashes in the Amazon. And then when they wake up, they're being captured by, like, these native tribes. But those native tribes that they're being captured by are cannibals, so they're pretty much being prepared to be eaten, and they have to try to escape.
I think those are my two, like, fears of dying is, like, in the ocean and in a plane.
Really?
Like, it's almost like so out of your control.
Like ocean,
and it's a terrifying death. You know, if you
like-
think about it, I'd rather die from like a robbery, gunshot to the head, to where it's instant. It's you know.
But like,
And
are
also,
hold on. But are you scared of like dying in the ocean, like drowning, or like just?
how else
being
would you die in the
mi-
ocean?
Or like being in the middle of the ocean and like dying of starvation or something.
Both. It scares me.
Oh.
It doesn't scare you at all.
Well, drowning does.
You're not scared of death, I don't think.
I feel like I'm the type that I have the mentality of like when it's my time, it'll be my time, and like you can't avoid it. You know what I mean? Like when your fate is made up in God's will, like since the day you're born, and he knows your plan and your path and your life you're gonna live, and that's why it's so important to, you know what I mean, like live every single day as full as possible as you can. And have a good life, because you never know when your last day is. But you can't avoid it, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
either.
maybe
You can't
I don't-
change it.
I don't-
You can't avoid it.
I don't feel like I'm like trying to avoid it, because there's some people that like they don't fly because of that. They don't go step in the ocean. Like
Yeah.
I'll fly, like I'll go in the ocean. It just kind of freaks me out a little bit, but I'm not avoiding it. Maybe it's just like I'm scared of a violent death. You know, I kind of want like I just want to die of old age. You know,
Yeah.
I want to be able to see my kids grow up, my future kids. You know, and I think that's the part that I feel like I haven't reached my true potential in life.
Yeah.
And dude, people die every day.
Would you rather
We
live?
literally had someone we know die from an alleged, I don't know if it's true, a ladder to the head.
Bro,
like,
he's
what?
a legend.
Because I don't
Okay,
know what's
hold on.
true. I don't
was
know.
gonna ask you a question though. I was gonna ask you a question. So my question is, would you rather live a long life, but then like once you start getting older, like you're unhappy, like you're a grumpy old person, or would you rather live moderately old, so like maybe to like you're 70, but you lived a happy full life? Which one would you rather pick?
70 is old still. You're saying 70 or 90?
70 or live as long as you want.
Like how
as
long?
long as possible, like you can.
Like 100?
If that's what you can get to, then yeah.
Well, yeah, I'd rather live a happy life. 70 to me, like 70 is a good age,
that's
like
the
a good
thing, that's
age.
the-
Like if you
but
reach 70,
Here's the thing though, like that's what I'm trying to prove. Like once you start getting older, like it just kind of seems like you can't walk as well. You can't do anything. Like it just seems like not boring, but like
I think once you get to the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and if you make it to 100, you're not living for yourself anymore. You're living for your kids, your grandkids, your wife, your husband, your family. Like you're trying to pass on some wisdom. You're trying like I think old people, they truly live happy, like day to day. Like they try to make the most of every day. But when you're young like us in your 20s, you don't even think about death because you're young. When you're 70, 80, like it's right around the corner. Like it's knocking on the door. So I think, but I'm not gonna be that old person that I'm gonna be healthy, right? But I'm gonna try to have some fun without.
Yeah.
But it's also like, if you're 80 years old and like you fucking fall like down
Like
the
how- yeah,
stairs,
like
like
how
that
much
could kill you. You know.
Well, how much fun can you have at fucking 80 too? Like, I'm not trying to be mean to like old people, because of course I love my grandparents and I want them to be around for as long as possible. But it's like, it's selfish, you know, because like I want my grandparents to live as long as possible. But if I was in their situation, like I don't know if I could enjoy that. Maybe because I don't have kids right now. Maybe that's why I don't really care that much. But maybe if I have kids, like, oh, I'm gonna want to see them grow up and then watch them have kids.
What are you saying that if you're grandparents, you don't see like, what do you mean?
Like, I don't think it's fun living to be
Really?
old. Yeah, I think it sounds like inconvenient and boring, and it's just like.
Like you don't
You're
want to live till you're
old.
100 or like 80 or what?
I mean, I don't. Whatever God has in store for me, He has in store for me. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know how that.
Yeah, because like if you're 80,
I don't know. It's a weird conversation because like, of course, I want to live long, but then at the same time, it's like.
it depends on.
Like, if you're living that old, it's like you can barely walk, you're in a wheelchair, your legs hurt, everything hurts, you don't look the same anymore, you're really, like, saggy, like, what, you have different hobbies, like, you can't do the things that you used to love to do, like,
You're
play
saying
basketball.
that once you get to a certain age, it's almost like what more is there to live for?
Exactly.
But I'm saying your kids and your grandkids and just your
Yeah.
family, that's who you're living for.
I know.
But when you're 80 years old, are you gonna say to yourself like, oh, I'm really going for 100, like that's my goal? Like, nah. When I'm 80, like I'm living day to day. I'm living unless I'm like in the hot, like dying or like I don't know.
In, like, hospital, yeah.
I'm not gonna like drink myself to death,
Oh, no.
but I wanna
Yeah.
like I'm gonna use all my retirement money, all my savings, 401k. We're still together at the time. We're going to fucking Cancun.
That's why I want to like live my life now and like have fun, because then when I get to that age, it's like I want to be like, yeah, I did everything that I wanted to do. I checked everything off my book. Like, I don't want to be that 80-year-old person barely going to Europe because they never got to go when they were younger. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. You know what's real? You know what's real depressing?
what?
That the 80-year-old that has no family.
Oh, that's so sad.
Their husband died 10 years ago. They never
No
had kids.
yeah.
All their siblings like that's.
That's
I think loneliness is like a torture, like the worst. Like when in the biggest like prisons in the world, they put them in alone in the cell of like the worst fuck, I can't even put words out right now. The worst prisoners, they're alone. They don't get the other people in their, what am I trying to say, cell. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Don't look at me like
I
I'm dumb.
I know. No, I know.
I'm stuttering like a motherfucker, and I'm waiting for you to
I'm
come help.
Well, I'm waiting for you to fucking finish. You're like,
I'm like fucking buffering right now. Like I'm buffering, and you're and you're looking at me like this.
And I'm over here.
I'm like, bro,
I'm
help
over
me
here
out.
waiting for
This is a
him.
podcast with
I'm
two
like,
people.
Spit it the fuck out.
You're looking at me like this. Like, come on, man. This is a partnership. When you stutter, you like don't stutter ever, but if you were, like, I would hop in and
I
get through this.
when I'm nervous, but
anyways,
man, yeah.
Have you ever been like truly lonely?
No, I couldn't say that because I've always had my family around me. I've had friends. Maybe I haven't always I've never. I mean, he knows this. Like, I never dated, like, a lot of people. Like, I was never that girl that needed to be in a relationship with a guy. Like, I couldn't never, ever be alone.
Even for, like, a day? Like, you were home alone and, like...
Well, yeah. Like, I would be home alone. Or, like, sometimes my mom would, like... Or, like, if my family, like, went somewhere or something and I was alone. Yeah, like...
That's a... But
like,
to
I
cut
always
you off,
had them
but
around
Mexicans are never alone.
Yeah.
That's what I just realized.
A big family, yeah.
And I think that I've had, well, yeah, I think in my old apartment, I was living alone, and I still had you, but there were some times when it got dark,
Yeah.
But that's for real. Like being 80 years old, if I'm alone, it's like fuck. What, you really got nothing to live for, man. Like,
yeah.
There's that guy that we see that my mom the Netflix show about the guy that's supposedly trying to live forever, which who knows, man. He's in great shape though. He's taking care of his body. He's taking 70 pills a day. I just don't get like what I want to ask him like why? Like why do you want to live forever?
Or like a long time. Yeah, because either way, like, yeah, you could be healthy and you could live to be a long, like a long age or whatever. But like, why? Like, what's the purpose in that? Like, you're still gonna sag. You're not gonna look great.
But
Your body's still gonna deteriorate.
but that's like an age-old question of like, if you could, would you? Would you take the pill to be immortal? But I low-key feel like part of life is death, and I feel like if you can't die, you have no purpose.
Yeah.
You know, you can't pass on a legacy. You're just gonna live eternally. You're gonna see it. You're gonna witness so much terror, so much destruction.
Yeah, so much terror, so much death around you. Like, everyone around you could die, but not you. That's depressing as fuck. Imagine,
Oh yeah,
imagine you're immortal and a fucking nuclear bomb goes off or something. All your loved ones dead. Everyone's dead. And you're still alive. That shit is real lonely right there. Like, yeah. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Because to me, people make it seem like death is something scary. Like, and whatnot, but it's like, to me, it's something peaceful. Like, you get to go, you know, and
because
being
being immortalized, like,
no more stress about bills.
what if your life becomes terrible and you can't die to like get rid of the pain? You're just in pain for us.
Wait, say that again?
What if your life goes to shit and you're alive? You can't kill yourself.
Oh, if you're immortal, yeah.
You know, you can't end this pain and suffering. Like when a dog is in pain, you put him down.
Yeah.
You can't put yourself down.
Exactly.
That's crazy. That's a crazy thought.
Yeah, it's a crazy thought.
I wouldn't take that pill.
Yeah.
I think eventually. You think eventually though, there's going to be such a Elon Musk going to come up with a pill that'll immortalize you forever.
I don't know. Not in this lifetime and not in the next lifetime. I don't know.
I think that's part of life.
Yeah.
I think that's the whole purpose is you're alive for a certain amount of time, and the fact that you die, that makes you want to live. That gives you purpose to like raise a like I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's probably more probable that they'd be able to figure out how to teleport before coming up with the pill to be immortal.
Those are both like. Those are both. The thing is, those are insane to think about.
Yeah.
But if you told someone from the 1800s that there would be a fucking like a phone that you could get a car to come pick you up, you can fucking order food.
Yeah.
They would think like you're insane.
Crazy,
that's like futuristic shit.
Yeah.
So you never know. Like, and the internet and the phone kind of came out of nowhere. It wasn't like it was a slow process.
Right.
Like it kind of came quick, like the span of like 10 years. Oh, and that could happen with teleportation. That could happen with immortalization. Teleportation would be insane. Fuck, man. I kind of hope I'm alive for that. Like I want to be the first half Mexican, half American to teleport to fucking another country.
Yeah.
Where would you teleport?
I would
Wait, that's not teleporting to the past, right? You're talking about teleporting to like.
You can go to the future or the past. You pick a time and you go. You pick a time or a day. You can go to the future. You can go to the past. But then you're messing with dimensions when you go to the past. If you like are looking at yourself back in the past and you're like, because it's like a movie, right? You're rewatching everything. If you change the past, it fucks with the present, fucks with the future. Then you're stuck in the past or whatever. So you kind of just have to like let it all play out. But me, if I could just like get like a teleport and just go back to like ancient Egypt when they were building the pyramids, that would be so cool.
Dude,
that would be cool. And the dinosaurs, like,
bro, like, but I would go everywhere. I want to see everything. It's like the greatest movie ever. Like you're gonna witness history.
Yeah, but like if I'm able to not get hurt, then yeah, I would go to like.
Well, yeah, you're not
like
getting hurt. It's technology.
Dinosaurs.
To me,
the pyramids, Chichen Itza.
To me, I look at it as like you're it's a VR. Like you're like in a VR in the past. Like you're not like your physical body is not in the 1700s, but you can see everything. You can walk around. You can interact. You can't get hurt. You know that wouldn't make sense. But
Pangea.
but
When
then
the Amazon was thriving.
you could go to the future though.
Oh
That
yeah.
shit would be terrifying, bro.
I would
I don't
like
want to see my future, bro. I don't want to see it.
I would like your future, or
I
like
don't want to see my future.
or like your kid's future. Like
Actually, I don't want to see any future. What if you teleport 5 years and you realize that the world's over? There was a nuclear attack on the U.S. Then we fired back. The whole world's in smithereens.
smithereen.
What would you do? What would you do when you come back to the present? Would you tell everyone? Would you want to kill yourself, or like what would you do?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Wouldn't that be depressing though?
It would be.
Like fuck, we only got 4 years left, guys. Let's make the most of it. Well, there'd be no point in having a kid anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
You haven't thought about it?
Because I feel like there's so many points in time where nuclear war could have started, or just like I know World War I and World War II happened, but like now current day, like it could have happened like 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago. But it's like
That doesn't mean it's not gonna happen ever, though.
I'm not saying that I don't think it's ever gonna happen. I just think that there's too much now. Like our civilizations are so advanced. It's like that you're throwing too much away. Like why would you pretty much want to destroy all of that just to restart from the bottom up?
Yeah, because it's like if you're a dictator, North Korea, Russia, whoever, if you're gonna send off a nuclear bomb, you're basically killing
yourself and everyone.
It's
So
the end
like,
of the
why are you
world.
doing that?
It's still scary though.
It's still scary, but it's
because
but like these, especially these dictators, that's what they want. They want to stay in control. I think they just throw it out there to just kind of be like, yeah, I'm that guy. I got it like that. So watch your fucking mouth. But they really don't want that because they want to continue controlling these countries and being on top and being the king and this and that.
But don't you think because they don't have term limits in these other countries, like the dictators, like Russia, like they're gonna be there forever.
Probably.
So like once they get super old, they're like before they die, they're like fuck it, let's just.
They only switch over dictatorship when they die, but it's all between families. So Kim Jong-un, for example, would obviously is the dictator right now, but if he were to die, his heir would be the next in line.
Yeah, that's it's crazy how there's it's crazy how there's even dictators. Like that's a thing because in America it's all about freedom, it's all about the democracy. Anyone can make it. But other countries, like if you're not born into a wealthy family, then you're going to be poor forever. Mm-hmm. You don't have an opportunity, to climb the ranks like we do. You can really get you can live in fucking the South Side Chicago and in the fucking poorest community and make it out. Mm-hmm. Like it's possible if you have a good work ethic and have
and you try
and born talent.
Yeah,
I think some people are really truly born talent, like with a unique talent that's gonna put them above everyone else.
I think every single human on this earth has a special talent, and I think that it's not like, oh, I can put my leg behind my head type of talent. It's more like I can sing, I make art, I have an eye for design, for fashion, music.
How many people you think never realized what their talent was? They never really tried to figure it out. I don't think I figured it out yet.
I think a lot of people, it's right in front of their face, but it's like they are. You need to figure out, like, what do you like to do on a day-to-day basis, right? You come home and you love to play video games, right? How can you make money playing video games? Having fun. There's several ways. Mm-hmm. You can go to college, become a video game designer, a video game creator. You can stream video games. Try streaming video games on YouTube, Twitch, etc. There's like many things that you can try to do to incorporate what you are passionate about and making it into like money. If you're passionate about fashion, how can
Yeah,
you
but what I'm
become a
saying is,
fashion designer? But I
I don't
think
think people know. I don't think people. No one knows their true talent. Well, not no one, but a lot of people.
maybe,
'Cause
and a
what if
lot of people also, I think, expect that once they figure out their talent and they figure out how to make a job out of it, they're expecting like millions or to become famous. And that's not always the case. You don't need to be famous or make millions of dollars or shit, maybe even thousands of dollars. You can still be successful at your talent, but you don't need everyone's validation. You don't
But I
need.
think finding your talent, your God-given talent, is the hard part. What if someone loves to fucking play video games all day?
Mm-hmm.
That's a bad example. What if someone likes to fucking watch YouTube videos all day? That's like, you can't say that's your talent just because you like to do that every day.
No.
Some things are useless.
Yeah,
Like,
I
you're
think
not gonna make money watching YouTube videos.
that's what I mean. Like, I think a lot of people haven't really figured it out because they also don't try things that
Go out of their comfort zone.
they don't go out of their comfort zone, and they don't try things in the realm. Like, for example, like I like watching YouTube videos and scrolling on TikTok, and I love to eat. Okay, you love to eat, huh? Okay. All right. Why don't you try culinary arts? Like, why don't you try cooking? If you love to eat and try food, why don't you cook? You never know. People are like, oh, I'm too lazy to get up. But then if you get out of there and you actually cook something that you would like to eat, don't you think that you would actually enjoy cooking that meal? Like, and then just trying it once and you really see how hard it is to cook and you value your food more too. But I'm not just talking about food. I'm talking about like things like that. Like, people don't go out and just try something to maybe correlate with things that they like to do. You like to
I think-
exercise. Like, if you really like to exercise, you have a lot of options there. Like, I mean, you could be a personal trainer. You could be like
I think technology has kind of.
athlete.
I think technology has kind of ruined.
Like motivation for people.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. But you're so connected, you're so drawn in on the entertainment with technology that you don't go out of your comfort zone and try things.
Yeah.
I think I'm a victim to that.
Like,
Not a
there's
victim,
also
but I
a
think
lot of-
I think that's a problem with me.
Yeah.
I don't go out of my comfort zone enough. I'm nervous that I'm gonna fail.
There's
That's a
al-
huge thing. That's a huge part of it.
Also, a lot of people who they like to help people. Like, if you are a person who is a humanitarian, you love to help people, the jobs are so endless for you. Like, you could be an EMT, a firefighter, a doctor, a nurse, a pediatrician. Like, there's so many options, but you also have to explore those options, and it's hard because you're like, oh, like, I like it, I don't, but you really just have to just kind of, you just have to try it. You just have to dive out there.
Basically, like in America, there's so many different lanes you could take to achieve glory and achieve wealth for your family and your future generations, that a lot of countries, they don't have that ability.
Yeah.
A lot of countries.
Yeah. We're actually lucky
a
to
lot
be
of-
in that position to be like,
Dude,
I don't even know what to do.
We're making more money. I'm not gonna say we're making like we're not rich or anything, but like we're me and you are making more money than like 70% of the world.
What?
Like the average income of 70% of the world,
Oh.
like Africa, like all these countries, like we make more than the average person there.
Well, yeah, but
I don't know. I seem like a brag. I'm not like, we don't even make that much money, but yeah, we're in like a high end country. Like we got it lucky that our parents decided to have us. Who would have known? We could have been stuck in fucking Ethiopia.
I don't
living
think
living in our
Ethiopia's that bad.
huh?
I don't think Ethiopia's that bad.
Sorry, Somalia.
Oof, yeah.
You said
it is.
oof.
Somalia doesn't sound too fun.
Somalia does not sound too fun at all.
I know a lot of people who have immigrated from Somalia.
Because there's no government there. It's run by
pirates.
well, those are in the ocean or in the
But they're from Somalia.
yeah.
Well, some of them. I'm not saying all of them, but
But
yeah.
basically what we're saying is like some countries, yeah, you don't have the ability to get out of what your situation and make something of yourself and your family.
Yeah.
You're stuck in that spot.
Yeah.
You're living in Somalia. You're not gonna be a lawyer.
Being a middle class, like when you're a middle class kid, like if you're listening to this and you grew up middle class, like you didn't grow up like your parents like very poor, like not being able to maybe feed you, like getting food on the table was a maybe 50-50 kind of thing. Like no, you grew up middle class, like you had dinner, maybe you weren't the richest but you also weren't poor. Like the options for you are like you have a lot of options in the sense of like you could go a lot of different routes. And I think in America that's the problem because of that you have nothing, not necessarily nothing to strive for, but you're not like I need to get my family out the hood. Like you don't have a chip on your shoulder, you know what I mean? Like that drive.
Being in the middle class?
Yeah, like growing up middle class because it's like your parents like provided you with enough, more than enough, and you don't have that like that fire underneath, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As like a lot of poor people, like when they're coming up, it's like I don't want to fucking live like this. I want to be able to eat every single night. I want to be able to see my siblings happy and have everything in school and this and that. See my mom retire, see my dad happy. But it's like when you're middle class and when you're rich too, like it's just like you don't. I think
it's
different. I don't know.
Growing up in a rich family is like honestly like I wouldn't want it.
Yeah, but I will say there's a lot of people too who get very complacent, and it's not anything to do with their wages. Like it has nothing to do with if they're middle class, poor, or high class or whatever the fuck. Like they're just complacent. Like they just get comfortable and they don't want to strive for better. And I know a lot of poor people like that. Like they just use every excuse. Like like I can't get out the hood. Like my dude. Like I know fucking females that had worked 2-3 jobs. My mom has 3 jobs. Like, and she don't need to have 3 jobs and she still has them. So if you are, you know what I mean, like living very like lower class, like if you really want it, you're gonna go out and get it is what I'm trying to say. You feel me? Like,
but a lot of people, they don't really want it. That fire under them, it goes out.
Yeah, it goes out. It burns out. And whatever you really, really want, you will like accomplish it no matter what. Nothing can get in your way once you have it in your head. But it has to be that one thing.
Each class, like middle class, upper class, lower, they all have their unique challenges.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you grew up in a rich family, you're gonna be complacent as well. You know, how likely are you to like, you know,
continue
not rely on your parents' wealth and fame and like go your own way, and like make something of yourself.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I think it's also unfair to be like, well, what are they supposed to do? Just completely drain their account and like, you know what I mean? Like it's like, of course, if my parents grew up wealthy, like of course I would take their help and open my own business and try to continue that generational wealth. So it's like I'm not blaming anybody or anything. I'm just saying that a lot of people do get complacent.
But yeah, right though. I didn't think about that. Like middle class, like you're not struggling. Like you're not living like paycheck to paycheck, working 3 jobs, but you're also not like traveling the world and like. So it's kind of I see what you're saying. I never thought about it like that. Like you kind of in a weird spot where. You know, being in the lower class, you have to make something work. You have to you have to hustle. You know,
we got to get out of here.
But middle class, you don't really have to. You could easily work your 9 to 5, come home, like basically repeat every night. Without really going for it. You know, just really be complacent and and you have a couple $100 left after your bills. Like kind of low key where we're at. I don't think we're complacent, but like. Middle class, you know.
Yeah.
But obviously, we want to leave the middle class.
Yeah, but leaving the middle class is really hard because it's like middle class. I mean, even if I guess it depends, right?
You know what?
If you have kids and you're making 6 figures, it's still like I would still I would count that as upper middle class in this economy.
Do you think that, because people that go to the top from the lower class, the people love the story of that. They're taking care of their mom. They came from the hood in Chicago.
Yeah.
Like they had nothing. They were starving some days. Like we don't have that. We don't have that advantage of like our story is this great story that we came from the middle. Like we came from the middle class. Like there's nothing bad about that life.
Yeah. There isn't nothing bad. I think if anything, like, if I were ever to like if I was ever to get rich or become wealthy or accomplish something big, my story would be like, my parents gave everything for us, for me and my brother. You know what I mean? Like, they literally did everything. Like, it was hard for them too because like they didn't always have like great jobs. You know what I mean? Like, they had to work their way up there too. So it was like them just giving everything to us was like the best ever. You know what I mean? Like, making sure that we always had gifts under the tree, making sure we always had food on the table, making sure that we were always clean, showered, clothed. Maybe we didn't have Gucci and Louis Vuitton growing up, but we didn't have holes in our shirt. We didn't have stained clothes. We had clothes that fit. We had coats. We had shoes, school supplies. We had everything we needed. And more.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. So I hopefully one day I'm able to repay.
Buy some Gucci and buy some Louis.
No, I hope one day I'm able to repay them for everything.
I don't think you need to.
I don't think I need to like give them money or anything, but I want to be able to take care of my parents too.
Yeah.
In some way.
100%.
One day.
100%. I think a lot of people that have that goal. They do everything for their parents.
Yeah. I'm gonna buy a giant house. Like my parents are gonna live with me.
Like football players.
And I guess you could live with us too.
Football players, when they get that first paycheck, they don't even buy themselves something. They buy their mom something first.
Yeah.
But
that's what I would do.
Shit, I'm buying. I'm sorry, mom and dad, if you're watching this, but I'm gonna have to take care of myself first. Like, you guys, I mean, whatever money I got left over, like, if it's enough, you guys are treating me good, then I might end up getting you like, maybe the new PS6 that comes out or something.
Like,
but
dead ass, like if I won, if I won like the lottery right now, right? Like, how much money? Like 5 million?
We always have this conversation,
Hold on.
bro.
If I win 5 million, bro, like, I'm giving.
Fuck, the lottery is way more than 5 million.
Okay, how much is it?
2 billion.
Damn. Okay.
Actually, is it 2 billion? I don't know if it's 2 billion.
It's like 259 million or some shit like that.
That type of money, any money like that is like a lot to us.
Let's just say 200 million, right? After tax and all that, you get 200 million, right? So I'm giving like a lot of money to my mom and my dad. Like, they're set for life, bro. They can retire immediately. Yeah. I'm buying them a house. I'm buying them cars.
They already have a house.
But I know, I'm paying that house off for them. That's going to be our safe house. And then I'm buying another house for them.
What if like...
in somewhere tropical. Like
just a hypothetical, Florida. What if like they denied everything? Like, they're like, Andrea, no, like, you keep it for your... Like, we don't want a house. We don't want a car. We want to... We love where we're at,
I'm going to the bank. I'm getting a suitcase. And I'm filling it with money. Locking it up. Taking it to their house. And I'm leaving it there and I'm walking out the door. And that's their money. Because no matter what, it's not about the money. That's the thing. It's not really about the money. It's the fact that, like, I just don't want them to ever, like, worry about a thing ever again. That's what I would want for them. You know what I mean? That would make me feel good and comfortable.
Yeah. I think the lottery is like $1 billion.
Like, them not having to worry about, like, okay, don't get too many snacks at the grocery store because, I'm a little bit tight on money, or like, I can't go to shopping with you. I'm sorry. Like, I don't have enough money, or something like that. Like, I don't want them, I wouldn't want that ever again. That would be awesome. The goal.
But yeah, I mean, hopefully we can one day win the lottery. I don't know. I feel like that change. Like, you never know how you're gonna be with money.
Yeah.
Like obviously I know you would take care of your family, but I think you would be pretty the same actually.
Yeah.
Money wouldn't change you too much. I
I
don't
think
think.
if anything, like I would buy, like I said, I would buy a big house and like I would buy it with the baseball field so I could play with my brother and like I
I
would.
could tell though that you think a lot about it. You think a lot
Yeah.
about being rich. I don't think about it that. I mean, I do, but like,
I think about a happy life without stress. Like
but aren't you happy right now?
I am happy, but sometimes it is stressful because you think about bills and you still got to be careful with your money. Like it's not like
Shit, with these egg prices, you do be stressing.
bro,
Like, you do be
literally,
stressing with these egg prices.
like I can't be like okay, like I'm gonna go shopping and without feeling like oh fuck, like I can only spend $100 or
Shit.
maybe I shouldn't even be doing that. You know what I mean? Like, but
I've
I just want a fun life, like living on a big, not necessarily a farm or in the country, but just like on a big piece of land where I can just have fun, be on 4-wheelers, go mudding,
I've never
hang out with my brother all the time, like go swimming on my private lake, on my
I've
pool.
never been. Yeah,
Like that shit is so fun.
I've never been that like that where like I can go somewhere and not think about the money.
Yeah, I've never had that.
I've never
either.
been able. I've never been that
I
good.
guess maybe like yesterday because I went to go spend my birthday money, but even then, still, I was like, I don't want to spend too much because it's like I only have this much, so like I don't
Yeah.
want to go over because I want to have some money to save. Like it's just
You went all out. You went all out, huh?
I got quite a few things, but thankfully, yeah,
Thankfully.
yeah.
Yeah. You came back with like 20 bags. I was like, God,
Okay, I went to Marshalls and I
that
got
laugh, that laugh was funny though. Sound like the Kendrick song.
I
Hey, hey,
know,
hey, hey.
right?
That's my bitch.
Hey, 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 hey. Nah, yeah, I went to Marshalls and I went to Target and I bought a lot of clothes for my summer vacation with him. And I bought some headphones, some Beats headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else that you I feel like I'm always coming up with the topics. I think it's your time, your turn to
I
anything
mean-
interesting that has been on your mind lately.
I mean, we were talking about
Interesting though, nothing like boring, you know.
no shit, Sherlock. Did you hear about the asteroid that is gonna hit Earth?
I kind of meant more like happy topics.
Okay. Have you heard about the NBA like just being boring?
I heard about it. No, it's a fact.
Nah, they just need to like cancel these.
No, we were just
in-season
talking about
tournaments.
this.
Yeah, we were talking about
What?
this. Like,
What's
there's no
going?
rivalries. There's no like once LeBron retires, like there's no face of the NBA. Like
I mean, I
there's
could
no
be wrong.
LeBron.
I could be wrong. Like, I don't know. Maybe people do fuck with NBA still, but like personally, I don't fuck with it. Like, it's going down for me. Like, I don't look forward to watching regular season games. I feel like
There's no competition.
there's
like,
no rivalries. Yeah, like superstars. But it just has been
And
happening.
it's so soft
This is
too.
this has kind of been the trend for the last 10 years, where like it's
Soft-ass
less
leagues.
physicality.
You can't.
Superstars
shit
are kind of they're taking nights off. Like, I don't know. It's just I think football is the more entertaining, superior sport for me.
Yeah.
And NBA,
I
I fucking hate these in-season tournaments. I think they're super like weird and confusing to realize what's going on. It's good for the players; they get money for winning, but
yeah.
let's just play the regular season games. I think they should shorten the series length in playoffs from 7 games to like, well,
Like 3 games.
the last 2 rounds should be 7, but I think they should kind of do what baseball does and do like start with 3,
They should start with 3 and then they
5, and then 7.
should. Yeah, but only for the final 7.
In the AFC, I almost said AFC. In the Eastern and Western Conference, do you think only 3?
No, 5.
You think that's enough?
Yeah.
The 2 best teams in the conference, they need to go 7.
You see, that's the thing. It's too much.
But it could
It's too much with no rivalries. That shit is so lame. That shit is so boring. Like when the fucking Pacers played the Knicks, that shit was lame. Lame as hell. When the Dodgers and the Padres played, that shit was insane. That's the best rivalry there is in baseball right now. Like, it's so intense. Both stadiums packed out. Intense plays by both teams. Like, great plays by both teams. Like, it's the best of the best right there. That's peak. And I'm sorry, but yeah, basketball's going down. personally though, my ranking is baseball number 1, football, and then UFC, and then probably like basketball or some shit. I don't really like boxing anymore. It's kind of lame. I don't like it. UFC is just way better. Sorry to all the boxers out there, but yeah, basketball is just even when it's the finals. Like, only reason I watch it is really because 76ers would go, and I would root for them because I don't really have a basketball team. But even then, it's still not entertaining to me.
I feel like we should start getting into hockey.
Hockey? Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
not a hockey girl. Sorry.
Is there like one sport that like you kind of always wanted to get into, but you haven't had a chance yet?
UFC. I feel like I really.
Well, you're into UFC right now. I'm talking about like a sport that you've never watched. Like you've never really had a chance to get into.
Like never watched.
UFC, like hockey.
Maybe tennis. I don't know.
Tennis, race car driving, BMX, skateboard competitions.
I used to watch skateboard competitions when I used to like skateboarding a lot, but nah. I'm not in that into.
You know what?
Soccer, I guess.
Bro, I was just about to say, World Cup is next year, and I kind of never been into soccer until I met you, but. Soccer is fucking entertaining, bro.
It is entertaining.
I feel like it only comes around every 4 years. Like you can't watch an MLS, or you can't watch some games on US TV. You have to have a specific channel. But that's a sport that I've kind of been getting more into the last couple years, and it's actually really entertaining to watch. The fan bases are insane. The fucking energies and like everything.
Yeah, I went through a phase when I was like in high school. Soccer phase, like I was really into it.
Football.
Like really into club soccer.
Say it.
Football.
Football.
And yeah, but there's a difference between like World Cup and club soccer. Club soccer is like they have the clubs like MLS and like the Premier League and La Liga and like all these different leagues and different.
Yeah.
But European soccer is just superior. I'm sorry, like Spanish, French, German, Italian soccer is superior.
Wait, World Cup is this year or next year?
World Cup is 2026.
Fuck, we gotta wait till next year. I was hoping it was this year. Damn, they should do that shit.
Yeah.
They should do that shit once a year.
No, but then...
That's true. That's a good point, yeah.
No, because,
it kind of makes the hype bigger. When
and then also... It's the biggest competition in the world because it's not just Europe. It's South American, North American countries, European, Asian, African. Like, it's countries all over. Australia, New Zealand, all these different African countries.
Bro, there's like no other tournament like that.
Yeah.
Like, I guess like the Olympics is probably bigger.
Obviously,
right?
Hold on. Obviously, yeah. Obviously, not every single country qualifies for the tournament. You have to, like, win a certain games to qualify for the World Cup, and then you're into the World Cup.
Is China good at soccer?
I don't think so.
They're too small?
I think South Korea is better.
South Korea?
Yeah, they're really good.
What about North?
They're fast.
North Korea?
No, they're not in the tournament, bro.
Bro, Kim Jong-un is fucking
Russia
got everyone on leashes in there.
Russia is sometimes in it.
They're good at soccer?
Sometimes if they qualify, yeah. But they've never won it. But
yeah, other than Olympics, there's nothing bigger.
France,
there's nothing bigger than that. Even though we did fuck with the basketball, the Olympics and the basketball, or basketball in the Olympics last year, which is super competitive. U.S. almost lost twice, even though they have the best team probably in the world. They almost lost to Serbia and then France.
Yeah. I
used to play soccer.
Me too.
I used to be a forward.
Not me.
And I averaged, I think, two goals a game.
Yeah.
And then coach, you're not falling for my bullshit, huh?
No, bro. I know your whole life story. I know everything.
You know my whole life story, huh?
Even if he lies to me, I've already done my detective work. I know exactly who this motherfucker is.
I know exactly who the motherfucker you are too.
Nah.
I did my fucking research.
Nope. I scrubbed the internet.
I got your mom and dad on speed dial.
You don't even know my middle name. What's my middle name?
Your middle name is Andrea.
Exactly.
Nicole.
Nope.
Is it Nicole?
Nope. Pittis.
Dude, I just fucking
Okay, I
shot.
didn't think you were gonna get that.
I just shot out of nowhere.
Shut up, you knew.
That was like hitting on
He
fucking
knew.
the roulette table. I just
knew.
fucking rolled the dice and prayed.
Because mine is Andrea Nicole Plaza and my brother is Alexander.
That's
Nicolás.
my sister's middle name too.
Nicole?
Mia?
Mia Nicole?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I think. I hope that's right. Hopefully she's not watching this.
Shit.
But that's a good
Yeah,
that's a
she's
good middle
calling
name.
me- Calling me Nikki.
You probably shouldn't Nikki?
Yeah, Nikki.
Fuck.
Nikki P.
What's so funny about Nikki? Why is Nikki so funny?
Nikki P.
Why is that funny?
Hmm?
Why is that funny?
I don't know. Nikki?
What's
Caleb!
okay? But they don't know that backstory. I think that's it, guys. She's kind of getting annoying, and I just kind of want to get out of this
I'm
room.
not getting annoying. Don't say that. That's mean.
Oh. So what day are you on in the challenge, in case anyone wants to know?
41.
Damn!
Nosy asses.
Damn!
41 days.
Shit,
motherfuckers.
41 days. God damn, I haven't even. So how you feel? Without going too much into it, because we're already at an hour.
I'm tired, and I'm excited to finish.
Dude, we're gonna tell this story.
Like-
Once you're done, we're gonna tell a story I think it's gonna be pretty funny looking back.
Like, I know. I know what you're gonna say. But I can't wait to, like, finish and, like, have a rest day. Like, just not go to the gym that day. You know what I mean? Like,
Fuck, I'm gonna be so happy for you.
it's gonna feel so nice.
Come home and just take a shower right away.
Yeah, and just
Yeah.
chill. Yeah. It'll be one of the best days.
All
in a
right.
while.
Appreciate everyone for watching. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll be back. Sorry we didn't get an episode in last week for Valentine's Day. We decided to spend the day with each other and our pets.
And our
But,
families. We went to Texas Roadhouse.
but make sure you guys hit that like button. I appreciate all the support and love. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Peace.